So if I take these clips, let's just say I like this rhythm. It's 4 bars. I can see at the top, bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, bar 4. I'll make that a little bit bigger. Oh, I can't make that bigger right now. I'll tell you why. I'm a quick key kind of person, so I want to learn all the quick keys and use them. So I can use this up here to make things bigger or make things smaller, which is cool. Or if I come all the way over here to the right, you'll see these little tiny letters here. If I click on them, they just highlighted yellow, A and Z, right? Off, on. That means that now the letters on my keypad are going to allow me to do a lot more. And I usually have that on because I'm always using quick keys, but I can see where it's like you'll turn that off so that if you hit something on the keypad by accident, it doesn't just absolutely jack up everything you're working on. So I'm going to turn those on. And letter T makes it larger, letter R makes it smaller in terms of its width. So I'm just gonna make it a little bigger like that. And I'm gonna take all of these, I'm gonna hold shift down just like you would in any other DOS. That's a standard Apple. Grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that. And I'm gonna make that twice as long, just like that. Command D, I'm just doubling the clip regions. If I make it smaller again, I'm going to highlight all of those again, double those again. So now I've got 16 bars. I'm just working on the arrangement really quickly, as you can see, by highlighting, copying, right? Really basic stuff. And I can turn it here and then say, okay, well, let's just pull that top one out. I'm going to mute that section. Again. Really simple. I'm doing this on the fly, as you can see. And because I had it highlighted, it's just going to keep looping in that section. Let's look at that for a second. If you want to loop something in Pro Tools, you highlight the section, whatever it is, whether you use a cursor like that, or whether you just click on a region, and it will loop that area that you've highlighted, right? The looping function, there's a couple ways to get to it, but you'll always know if you're looking at your transport up here, right? You'll see that there's the play sign with a loop around it. I think it's very similar to other DAWs. You can turn that on and off by pressing 4 on your keypad. You can see I'm turning it on and off, right? I can go under the options menu and I can go down here and I can say loop playback, which you see can also be shift Apple L. I mean, there's a lot of ways to just get in and out of there. For me, I'm usually just using the number pad. And the cool thing is that, say I'm working on this area like this, well, let's just work a smaller area for now. And let's just say it's looping like that, I make that bigger. Even if I come off it so it's no longer highlighted, it's gonna keep looping until I press stop. Oh, well, hey, I guess I didn't have it on loop. Let's do that again. So if I do that again, you're gonna see, even if I unhighlight it, it's just gonna keep looping. And in that way, this is how I like to work, especially when I'm programming drums. It kind of just always sits in loop and does its thing as I'm creating around it. So, right? So I don't know what that was, but I'm just gonna hit record so I can show you. Just doing that. Come out of record. Just doing. Pretty nasty, right? Okay, let's go and quantize that. Right click it, come down to my Midi events, I'm gonna quantize that, and I'm just gonna hit apply. Now, how did I get to that window again? Let's do that again. I'm going to highlight the region. I'm gonna right click the region so you can see all these menus. And I was doing that in the fly, I wasn't stopping it. I went to event operations and I just hit quantize. Now the quantize window opened up. I took a really fast look at it and just hit apply because I know what I have my settings at. When it comes up, it's always going to be note on, preserve note duration, meaning when I quantize things, I don't want it to make the duration of each note I played shorter or longer. I want it to basically ignore those and just do it. The quantize grid, well, standard things apply here. Quarter notes, half notes, whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, 16s, 32nds, 64s. But what's really cool, if you come down here, I don't know what time they did this, but somebody took the time to go, hey, Cubase style grooves. That's the Cubase 16ths, add 2, 4, 6, so on. Um, these are kind of feel injector ones, so they kind of have like a swing to it going on. These are the Logic templates that you'll know, Logic Swing 16A. You're very familiar with those. Then these are all the MPC ones, and these have been in Pro Tools as long as I've been doing MIDI in Pro Tools, and I can say that's a really long time. And so I almost always have this set on 52% 16th. Let me see, is that what it is? Oh, 51% 16th. There it is. Timing. You notice the timing I've set at 48%. Well, typically this would be set at 100, right? But when I'm playing stuff, I really don't want to quantize it that hard unless I'm really trying to do some kind of early 80s thing where that's what was available in terms of quantizing. So it was set to 48. There it is. And when it quantized that, it did it at 48% of that groove. But as you can hear, it's still right in time with what's going on. Now, if that was really some hi-hat pattern I was doing, I would find a way better sound. And then after finding the way better sound, I would play what I really wanted it to be and then see if I needed to quantize it, or not quantize it, or to what. Now, in the same kind of idea, I can just go ahead and highlight all these, and I'll just quantize them all the same. Or not, let's not do that. We'll just not do that because that kind of made the kick drum do some funky things too. So we can stop that and you can see. So we're getting into ways that you can move around Pro Tools quickly, making the screen bigger, making the screen smaller, grabbing anything that you want to grab, so on and so forth. I can double those things. I could select all and double them all the way. Now, you know what? Let's talk about select all when we're looking at MIDI, because in Pro Tools, select all is a little different. In Pro Tools, select all means anything on this track. So if I hit select all, it's everything on the track. It's not everything in your whole screen, right? Or if I have 2 tracks done, well, then it'll select all of everything on the 2 track. And a really quick idea when I do that, if I want everything here done, if I hold shift and I click there and click there, I click the top right-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner, it'll grab everything that's kind of within this kind of grayed box that I've created. Really easy to get around, really easy to split to mix the tracks, quantize in and out on the fly, and that's basically Pro Tools MIDI Basics 102. Check us out next week, and I'll really get advanced.